More bushings. So we have a pressing tool. Installing it upside down. Using my hammer you stole. Back in the bench. See, back to my hammer again. Where the dowel go? See where the dowel went?
Mm-mm.
Me either. Was there one in there?
Yep.
Good. Did it hit the floor?
Not that I recall.
I don't know. There it is. See? See it?
Yeah. Tiny.
Standing straight up on the thin part. How'd that happen? Put that over there, we don't lose it. Okay, that's one out. That was the hard one to get out. See how the hole's in there?
Yeah.
We gotta drill that in there.
So we'll just match it up.
Now if you drill it right through here like everybody says you think you do real easy, you know what happens? The drill walks down and cuts the whole side of the cover away. Comes out a little weird angle on that thing. It's assuming it doesn't break the drill bit off, which it usually does.
Yeah. Especially since it's brass, it's really soft.
Actually, brass is pretty hard to drill.
Yeah. It'll get stuck.
So you're pushing really, really hard, and all of a sudden it goes in and knocks that sucker off, or it'll pop through the hole and break off. It's just a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
So I put the hole in there first. It's easier. Okay, this one here, dig it out too. Got a thing called a pin bushing puller. Resembles this. Goes in the hole. Pop. Goes the weasel. Expander. I'm doing my best to scratch up your surface for you.
That's alright. I know someone on YouTube will call it out.
Yeah. I'm concerned about it too.
It's alright, I'm authorizing you to mistreat my parts.
Good. I'm gonna do it anyway.
Exactly.
It's too loose. How about this one? Ooh, that one fits a lot better.
Ooh.
There's your dowel. It didn't fall out. This didn't come out either. Need that part out though. It's out now. Special tool for doing that. Phillips screwdriver. This has been modified to work on small generator motors. And they break like that.
Shit.
And you overdo them. Not that they've ever broken any of those tools, of course. Pair of dikes works good for getting the bushings dowels out. There's not a bushing you have. Feel special?
A little bit.
Good. Make sure you don't lose your dowel. If you lose it, we'll have to sell you a new one. They're right over there. I keep them nearby, you know. Alright. So bushings are out.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can see how dirty the motor was on the inside. I didn't clean it all.
Oh shit. So that's gonna have to go in the solvent.
You actually did a pretty good job getting it all out. It's discolored, but it's not colored goo.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we gotta drill a hole. So you take your cover here and you measure how far down you need to go. So what you do is you go right down to 300, and you look in your hole, and it's probably pretty close. I can't see because you got this camera right here. And it's about 300 thou what you go down. If you measure this one, it's a little bit easier to read because this one's on your vision. See how 300 is kind of in the center of the hole is?
Yeah. Okay.
This one's a little bit closer, it's about 270, 280. I use 300, it works good.
Yeah.
It's the norm, they're all 300, give or take. So that means it's going to be 300. Yeah, we already got a truck over here, vise set up, look at that. Go like that.
You just go straight in, or do you angle it as well, like theirs is?
I go straight down.
Okay.
I use a big center drill. There it is. Use a big hole. Let some more oil in. Nothing worse than having your damn cam bearing seize up on you because you got it too tight and the oil getting into it. Because when I ream them, I try to keep it pretty tight so they don't move around on you. Keeps the cam noises down. Small hammer this time. So there we go. 300 thou. Where's 300 at? About there. Close was I? Yeah, I missed it by a bunch. About there. That's better. See? Second hole, not the first hole. It's only a reference point to
Yeah.
shoot me directly.
I mean, you're gonna oversize the hole anyways, so it's not really gonna matter.
Doesn't really matter. Instead of doing it by hand, I'm doing it with this. So usually I do it over the drill press by hand. This one here, you just get it close and poke the hole in there. This is the precision drill press versus the other one. So this one is going to look eyeball at center point. It's pretty close. Looks pretty close too. Now you just take it and measure it again. See, now right on 300. And you want to make sure you're halfway close on this dimension. See the scales, little slight angle means I got to move the hole over a little bit. So you move it over about 15 thou, 10 to 15. There's 10. See the hole, when you have a round circle and you put a center drill, it makes a flat spot. This catches on the edge, and if it's angled that way, you know your hole's in the wrong spot.
So you're tangent to it, pretty much.
Correct. So you just gotta do that. One of those tricks like that, see? And I'm still off. Go about 20. See, that looks pretty flat
It's
now.
getting
see?
better now, yeah.
Still off just a tick, but pretty close.
I mean, yeah.
I'll get a few more thou. 0. Punch out. Always put a big chamfer on there. That's what a center drill does real easy. Just don't go all the way through.
Yeah.
So if you got any misalignments,
It'll,
bone
yeah.
compensates.
Exactly.
So it's going to get 100% of whatever it wants. Pretty easy. There you go. So it's got a burr on the inside, which is going to be in there no matter what. The outside, you put the burr too, which you don't want. So you got to cut that off. Use a file. You don't put too much pressure on it because you don't want to cut anything off more than what you need, just a burr. So now that's ready for pressing in.
Now, do
And you
you?
have a nice adequate sized feed hole to feed your oil.
And then for the dowel where the dowel was,
We'll do that next.
do you do that? Okay, you do that after it's pressed in.
That has to be down in the motor, or in the pin motor.
Gotcha.
Alright, so now we got this one, and we got a new one over here. Which didn't fit on there, you said. Perfect.
The dirty rag getting the hole dirtier.
I don't know, the rag got dirtier, so that's a good sign. You picking on my rag?
And just
Got a real rag here, though. I think it's a polishing cloth, but yeah, whatever. Same thing.
I think he's restoring the polish in the polished part.
Now you look at how the hole's made in here. See how it's wasn't even hitting right here? See on the bushing, it wasn't even hitting right there. It's shiny, it's dark over here. And over here, the shiny part here is where the bushing's cut away. See, well, that's a different bushing. This one, see, it's a big flat spot goes in there, so you can see it. Well, see, it's not flat on this side, but you can see where it's a big area it's not hitting.
Yeah.
So that means the cam cover is not round, or this bushing wasn't round, or more likely it went in sideways.
When they press it in.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
The Jim's bushing doesn't have that big flat spot, they just have a groove cut in there. So this actually has more bearing area for centering than it does the other one. And it's made for either late bike or early bike, depending on whether you want side oiler or end oiler hole.
Huh.
So one bushing does both. So you have to buy 15 bushings to make things work. Alright, I always like putting a little locking tie on when I put them in. So this here, special tool number 1, special tool number 2, and we got to stop off and pick up another tool on the way over. All kinds of tools. That'll work. Press plate.
It matches.
Fancy blue. It goes right there. See, it's almost perfectly flat. See? So we have special shim material. It didn't come with the Jim's kit. Like that. See, that one's a little bit big though, see? That one's bigger. That one's smaller. So you get a little bit smaller, a little bit big. Oh, we need another washer.
Maybe 2 smalls.
I'm looking to see if I have another small one in there. There we go. Maybe I had this problem before. So it's either a little bit less or a little bit more. Yeah. Find a bad spot. There you go. That's his magic spot. 2 washers, half off, in the radius on the low area. That's within about 2 thou. There you go.
Custom.
That's custom. That was not in the Jim's instructions on how to do that. Oh well.
Wonder how many people use that, not even really like paying attention to that.
If we don't use that?
No, I'm saying I wonder how many people have that tool, or shops or whatever.
Not very many. Go grab me a fill tip pin over there, black one. You mean who wanted to pay $100 or whatever that costs? $200 these days? I don't even know what that thing costs. I don't even know if they even make that tool anymore. Too bad they don't have one for a generator motor. Have to stuff rags and shit on there and make it work. So you want to mark where the dowel is because it gets buried when you put the bushing in the hole.
Ah.
I should have done that when I was over there. Because you don't want to drill where the same spot is. The pinion bushing you can because you got access. This one you never want to drill in the same spot because you're never going to hit the hole perfectly.
Gotcha.
So that means you're never going to get it right. Okay, so this one you put in here and you just kind of eyeball the location of the hole. Look like they're lined up. A little tighter at the end. Kind of loose beginning. Okay, now we go to the next one, which is more fun. So this one got kind of centered over a little bit. Okay, now this one here, we want to line up that groove with this groove. Not this groove, but this groove. The oil comes in this way.
Mm-hmm.
I like to be able to look at it straight when I'm looking at it. I knew that was going to happen. Trying to avoid that though, but oh well. Okay, that's centered now. Of course, all the rickety back and forth, it moves. Still looks good. There's the one. Where'd the other one go?
Yeah,
Down there somewhere.
Yep.
Did it go inside or did it bounce off?
I think it went inside.
Are we ever going to find it again?
Might not know.
I don't think so. I think you were mistaken about that.
Well,
Yeah,
just
not
heard
a-
it all.
Well,
It's lost forever.
it's lost until I find it. And it's not there, so there you go. Different thing over there. Alright. You know what that means, don't you?
Gotta find something.
Yeah, needs to go get another one. Where you look under your feet when you were standing on it. Alright, let me get another one. So we got more than one thing when you're playing around. Let's see, that was one of these really thin ones over here. Yeah, wasn't that thin. It was thinner than that. Maybe I don't have any more of those. That might have been the only one I had. Damn. A little thicker. It looked like one of these, but it's a lot thinner. Yipper. Oh well, we got some new stuff to play with. We have new shims. This is our shim kit. RevTech caliper shim kit. There we go. We have more. Look at all those different ones we got. I didn't have any more of those thin ones like that. Well, I'll come across it and find it.
I found something that worked. I found another one.
I found these.
Try it if you want to try it out. See if it rocks. If it's up to your standards. Did it lift it? Yeah, it did. Damn it. Right, I'm gonna go put this one back then. Where I found it.
Put it where you found it?
Yeah.
Oh. See, now I have some more shims here. I get some thin ones here. Look at
Oh
that.
shit.
We got some good ones now. We're upgrading.
Back in business.
We're going to upgrade to better componentry. Oh, look at that. Right there. See the drop? See the drop? See the drop?
Nope. See the scratching though.
Hey, I'm trying to.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, now we got our new RevTech shim kit we're going to put in the gems box over here in case we lose some more. We'll be good to go. Okay. Now I'm going to put this thing over here. See if we can't break this thing. So I'm going to try to make this go in straight, not at an angle. Needs to be over here. Damn it. We're getting too much flux like that because we're not on center. So we got to be on center. That Loctite's setting up quickly, so I got to get moving here. That we just have to do. Okay, we have limited time for playing. So, this goes, recesses in there about 1/8 of an inch or 100th thou. So I took this drill fixture that I never use for drill fixturing rigging. It's made for some bushing like this, probably for a Sportster. I machined it because it was the right size to fit in here. So I have the recess to go in the 1/8 of an inch. Except not right there, dumbass. Right there. See? So I made a tool out of a tool I never used. I made a tool I do use all the time.
It's recycling.
I use this a lot. There you go. Now what you gotta do is put a little air pressure in there and see if it actually goes through. You think it'll go through?
I guess we'll find out.
I rarely ever check because it always does.
It's a pretty big slot anyways.
Yeah, it is. See the identification blood number? I think it goes through. It appears to not have any flow impairment. And see, this one here also lines up. It could have been over 1/16 more, but
It'll still get in.
I actually like it more in the center of the bushing because now it puts more oil in the center of where the wear is on the cam instead of way on just one side.
Yeah.
It actually oils better when it's like that. All right, that's it for now on that.